Autoglobe, your total transport program. Experts in road safety and traffic management tell us that there are three basic elements in road safety and good driving: the mechanical element, the human element, as well as the infrastructure element. How important is the human element, especially when you talk about good vision while on the road? This is a particular aspect of the human element that is usually overlooked by drivers and other road users. My name is Austin Enyang, and to discuss the importance of good vision to safe driving on the show today is Dr. Ignatius Kwame Bruce. Dr. Bruce is a principal optometrist and the assistant director of the optometry department of the Lagos State Drivers Institute, or LASTRI. Welcome to the show, sir.
Good afternoon.
It's a good thing to see you. Yeah. Dr. Bruce and I will be discussing good vision and its importance to safe driving.
Transportation never stops. Neither should you. If your aim is to go places in life, whatever you do, stay on top of your game with Autoglobe, the TV show that keeps you abreast of topical issues and current trends in 21st century transportation. Autoglobe Total Transport Program. A step ahead.
Welcome back. It's Autoglobe, your total transport program, and today I have in the studio Dr. Ignatius Kwame Bruce, the principal optometrist and assistant director at the Lagos State Drivers Institute, or LASTRI. Doctor, let me start by asking you the difference between your job as an optometrist and an ophthalmologist or optician. People get confused by those terms.
Thank you very much. The optometrist is a primary eye care professional.
Okay.
It is what I am.
Yes.
Basically, we go to school, the School of Optometry, to do a 6-year course in optometry.
Yes.
Where you are trained to handle the eyes, the vision of the eyes, the optical aspect mainly of the eyes, though you are trained to handle diseases also of the eye. But principally, the optometrist is only authorized to treat primary problems of the eyes, like normal conjunctivitis,
Yeah.
the what we call Apollo.
Yes.
You understand? And like that. Treatment of the surface of the eyes.
Yes.
Optometry is legally allowed to handle. Then he handles the cases of optics,
Yes.
mainly glasses.
Okay.
That is his major area. And we still have what we call orthoptics.
Okay.
Orthoptics is a specialized area of optometry also, whereby we deal with the muscles of the eyes, where we talk of the squint
Yes.
cases. You know, for example, we handle that specially with some special equipment.
Okay.
What we call the pleoptics area. You understand? Then we have the industrial optometric side also, and the sports optometry,
Okay.
where areas whereby we specialize. You know? Then the optician basically is a technician who fits in lenses into frames
Okay.
to make the glasses.
I see.
He is not trained to diagnose anything in the eyes.
Yeah, exactly.
Except that in the olden days, when there were not many optometrists, not many ophthalmologists, then it was a free-for-all game. They were out there as if they were helping.
Exactly.
So many of them still remained trained the same old way. You know, but basically they are supposed to be technicians who fit
Glasses.
glasses.
And to
Then the ophthalmologists, above all, basically they go into the medical school to train as medical practitioners. They come out with the doctor, the MBBS degree, doctor of medicine, doctor of science,
Okay.
bachelor of medicine, bachelor of science
Yeah,
degree.
exactly.
You understand, which we call MBBS, a general medical
So
practitioner.
they're not really specialized like
They now
optometrists.
come in to specialize
Okay.
in surgical areas and pathological areas
Okay.
of the eyes.
All right.
They are more specialized in such areas. So they are the only legal professionals who can train, who can handle the eyes in case of surgery.
Okay.
So the optometrists had to make referrals to the ophthalmologist when there is need.
Okay.
In cases like glaucoma, it can be controlled for a while, whereby if it requires surgical
Surgery.
operations, then
referred
the
to the
ophthalmologist
ophthalmologist.
had to be referred to.
All right.
Cases of cataract
All right.
can also be handled to an extent where it has to now be removed surgically. The
Ophthalmologist now
ophthalmologist
takes
comes in.
Okay, let's come down to driving. Good vision for driving. When can somebody be said to possess good vision for driving? And is it different from good vision for everyday use? For example, now, I may have good vision for everyday work, reading and so on. Does that mean also that it's automatically I have good vision for driving?
Thank you. The driver's vision is not different from the
Okay.
ordinary man's vision on the road.
Yes.
Okay? But there are specialized tests. There are areas we need to concentrate on for the drivers. And now, like in Lastry, when the drivers come, what happens is they are being screened for us to see those who have poor vision. But in the general hospitals, people go to general hospitals haven't identified their own problems. They know that they have eye problems, so they go there. So there are different ball games.
Yes.
Here we screen
Okay.
to sort the people out. So the challenges are different. So the driver comes in, we want to screen you to see if you can see well at what we call the distance vision. That's one. Distance vision. It must be good. You must see what is going on in front of you, at least 6 meters away from you.
Ahead of yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Two, we talk of the near vision. We want to ensure that the driver has a good near vision. But mostly, the near vision is a problem of people above 40 years. Presbyopia.
Okay.
You understand? People who have been admitted to be old. 40 years is old age in medicine.
Okay.
Life begins at 40. So it means the eyes have seen enough. You understand? For you to begin to enjoy proper life.
Exactly.
You understand? Okay. So two, we have the distance at the near vision, whereby we have to ensure that the driver has a good near vision.
Okay.
Because he has to be looking at the dashboard at the same time seeing what is happening in front.
On the road, yeah.
Okay?
Yes.
Then there's what we call the visual field. The visual field is another area that we don't have to toy with.
Okay.
And when we talk of visual field, what we are saying in essence is that the driver is looking straight. How wide can he see
Is his field, yeah.
without having to lose focus of what he's looking at in front? So like I do my hand like this, I'm looking straight, I'm able to see the two fingers there, the thumbs.
Yes.
I'm raising here. But some people, for one reason or the other, we have this thing reduced.
Okay.
Reduced. And when it is reduced, it is not good for a driver. Because as you drive on, you should be able to see, scan around you. You understand?
Yes.
The visual field is what is going to help you to capture what wants to run into your line of sight.
Yes, and to react
And to
accordingly.
react accordingly.
Exactly.
Okay?
Yes.
So we have the color vision. Even though that one is being downplayed now, because the language of the road is colors.
Yes.
That's why you have the red, the green, and the amber colors.
The amber colors.
Which tells you, get ready,
Go and stop.
go.
Exactly.
You understand?
All right.
So you should be able to identify this thing. But we have people who have color blindness.
All right. Let's just hold that thought, and we'll just take a clip from from our studio, and then we'll come back to discuss.
Okay.
Let's take a clip now.
Eyes gather up to 90% of the information necessary for driving. Therein lies the importance of developing good visual habits and to have an eye test regularly or as soon as your sight becomes hazy. The field of vision is divided into two parts, central and peripheral vision. At high speed, the field of vision diminishes and visual acuity is reduced. Monocular vision and color blindness can affect your driving. The SIPDE strategy was developed for safe driving. Constantly scan the road and its surroundings, close to you and far ahead. Also glance at the rearview mirror and dashboard regularly. Identify the pertinent information, such as objects in motion, road signs, or hazards. When facing danger, anticipate what you should do according to two scenarios, the most likely to happen and the worst case. Decide what maneuvers will minimize the risk. Then, without hesitating, execute the maneuver. If the worst case scenario develops, execute the decision that corresponds to that scenario. Here is a brief summary of the elements we've covered today. First of all, there is the SIPDE method. Scan, identify, predict, decide, execute. The SIPDE method will, at all times, help you properly manage the 6 space areas that surround your vehicle. Front left, front right, rear left, rear right. Before moving into a space area, 3 conditions must be met. First of all, you must be able to properly see this space area. Secondly, you must make sure there's no other vehicle occupying this space area. Thirdly, check to see if another driver is about to enter the space area. There are also the danger zones. Under certain conditions, you must increase your following distance from vehicles ahead in order to reduce the risk and to drive safely. These conditions are speed, visibility, road conditions, mechanical condition of the vehicle, including the condition of the tires. To keep the danger zones open, you must maintain a safe following distance from the vehicle ahead and from the vehicle behind you, make sure this space is a minimum of 2 seconds. Ideally, keep the space areas around your vehicle open. In heavy traffic, to maximize your field of vision and create space to maneuver, make sure to keep your front left, and front right space areas open by changing lane position or completely changing lanes. In a lane, you can occupy 3 different positions. The central position, the one in the middle of the lane, the lane right position when your vehicle is in the right portion of the lane, the lane left position in the left portion of the lane.
If you're just joining us, welcome. It's Autoglobe, your total transport program, and my guest on the show today is Dr. Ignatius Kwame Bruce, a principal optometrist with LASDRE. Doctor, you talked about testing drivers for good vision and so on. What is the feedback so far? What has been your success rate so far?
Well, good. What we try to do in LASDRE, when we test the driver and it does not meet the acceptable standard, we ensure that he corrects the eyes for him to possess that car. It's very important. So if he requires glasses, he has to definitely go and get it and bring it back, not just getting it.
Yes.
He must bring it back
To ensure
for
compliance.
the optometrist to see that it is the right type of glasses he has, because it's a professional thing. It's not just for anybody to say, I put on glasses. Anybody can put on any sunshade.
Yes, that's it.
If you are not a professional, how do you know?
Exactly.
So they have to bring it. We confirm that, okay, this is right. He must test it. And when he gets it right, and if he still has to go and see ophthalmologist or have some other treatment that has to be applied, we ensure that he does it, and he comes back with a feedback, which we now, before the optometrist approves of his card, to be given out to him.
All right. We talk about good vision as something that a lot of people underestimate in terms of safe driving. In your own estimation, what percentage of road mishaps, whether minor crashes or major crashes, have been attributed to bad vision, bad driving
Basically,
vision?
you see, we have not specifically carried out,
Okay.
you understand, any investigation of such. That is why we have said, let all drivers come. Let us do at least the minimum,
Yeah, exactly.
which we can do, you know. But I am sure that as time goes on, when accident occurs like that,
Yes.
maybe the drivers will still have, we will have the record.
Yes.
So this kind of thing can be cross-checked to now see what percentage of bad-sighted drivers are causing mishaps on the road.
Okay.
But basically, I believe a lot of them, you understand, because when you have eye problem and you don't know, you see, you are short-sighted, something that is supposed to be far from you looks very close to you. A long-sighted man sees the other way around. Something that is supposed to be close seems far to him. So the way you are going to be driving is going to be different. So if you are not careful, you may end up bashing the car in front of you.
Exactly.
And when you do that, or probably you almost bashed and you see that you have gotten too close, you understand, by instinct, you want to swerve. Somebody else who is not experienced in driving,
Exactly. Would not.
yes, may also have to be forced to swerve to the wrong lane,
Exactly.
causes an accident. And you who had the bad sight had gone. Or probably if there's any accident, you begin to argue. I have seen instances where a man hits a car from behind. You understand? They were all going. And the man at the back was telling the man in front that he reversed. How can somebody reverse on motion? You understand? Just
Exactly.
trying to make sure he saves his neck. You understand? So
Yes.
those are the kind of scenarios that we see on the road. And that is why you see a lot of accident happens. People are just arguing over nothing.
Exactly. Because they do not know the.
Because they don't know
particular-
they have the problem.
Exactly.
So he's very sure he's right. You understand?
Exactly.
So
Let's talk about enforcement. I personally, as a road user and as a citizen, I'm very concerned about the quality of enforcement of traffic rules on our roads. What's the synergy between your optometry department and those who actually enforce traffic and road safety rules on the road in terms of deciding whether a particular driver has bad vision or not? You know, on the course of daily enforcement.
yes, basically, I as an optometrist, I'm only supposed to ensure. That is why I told you from the beginning that we simply ensure that the right glasses is supposed to be worn. We are not to enforce.
Yeah. No,
You
I'm talking of
understand?
the synergy between
Yes,
because
I
you are
understand.
of the last tree.
Yes,
Exactly.
I'm going somewhere.
Yeah.
You understand? We are not to enforce. So it is the people on the road, the VIO, the LASMA, and probably the police
Yes.
who are supposed to do enforcement. And with the card we have, you understand, there is a sign to show. The red sign is there, yes, to show that this gentleman is supposed to wear glasses to drive.
Okay.
But for now, how well they are enforcing that, I cannot really say.
Well, but at least there is a guide
There is a guy
that decide,
Thank you
okay,
very
you
much.
don't have this or you have
Yes.
this. All right.
But though there have been some few occasions when people are sent back to Lasdri, that we call this man is not wearing his glasses.
Okay.
There have been such
Okay.
occurrences.
Exactly.
You understand?
Yes.
But I believe with time, we will all work better because they still need to be educated on what to look out for.
Exactly.
The people to enforce must be educated on what to look out for.
Exactly.
So it's not for anybody also to just run on the road and say, yeah, your glass, this, that.
All right. All right. Just briefly, talk to our road users, especially drivers, on the importance of of good vision to save.
Thank you very much.
Safe
A
driving.
blind man does not drive. And bad vision on the road will definitely cause accident, either directly to the driver or to other road users.
All right.
So that is why every year, every driver must go for an eye test. You understand?
Yeah.
It saves you, it saves
Other people.
other
on
road
the
users.
road. Thank you so much
Thank you very
for
much.
coming
God
on the
bless
show.
you.
I've been talking to Dr. Ignatius Kwame Bruce, Principal Optometrist and Assistant Director at the Optometry Department of the Lagos State Drivers Institute on Autoglobe. Thanks for watching.